the day after the eruption. I remember Monday yun. Tapos we were going in, but we had no intention of doing large animal rescue. And then, immediately upon entering, narinig na namin may mga tumatahol na aso na naiwanan. We had to stop and do feeding agad, kahit na the first assessment should be parang assessment lang. Take a look whether an animal needs help, mga ganon. And then, as we were moving from town to town, we were beginning to hear stories from the people na yun nga daw Taal Volcano Island, maraming horses doon.
I didn't think that I was going to be part of it, honestly, because all I knew was the horses were stuck in Taal. They were in bad shape. I didn't have the means to take them out of there, and I was just praying, and I remember crossing my mind. I was like, oh, you know, I hope PAWS does something about it. You know, like whatever happens in this country, animal related, we always think of PAWS, right? It's like an instant thing. And I was really praying, and I was like, Lord, please raise an army of volunteers, raise an army of people that actually have the means to do something about it.
When we got home from the first day, narinig na namin that nagva-viral yung horses na naiwan daw sila sa island, and the horse owners were appealing to the government to try to save their animals. Pero pinagbawalan na talagang pumunta doon. So sabi namin, nandiyan na kayo, kunin nyo na lang sila, tapos sabihin nyo na kung saan kayo maglaland yung mga boats ninyo. We'll have a vet there para checkin yung mga horses. Si Dr. Modomo, who was the president of the Philippine College of Equine Practitioners, he volunteered. There were about 43 horses with carabaos, cows, goats, pigs. Tapos nandun sila, they were all payat, very emaciated yung horses. Tapos makita mo mga putik-putik pa sila. Tapos 1 or 2 horses had particularly bad burns on them. So Dr. Modomo began to do the treatment on the horses. We were able to move the animals out. Thanks to Dr. Modomo, he contacted Dr. Sam Comia.
Ang usapan namin kasi ni Romy ay will help them facilitate, hanapin yung pwedeng paglagyan. Daglian naman, tumugon ang Department of Agriculture na pwedeng gamitin yung kanilang facilities and other farm implements.
Meron silang like wide expanse of shaded area, and it was secure.
Ayan, may process, may sistema na.
Sabi ni Dr. Comia, this is the first time ever that they had put up a large farm animal evacuation center. And we were quite happy because hindi talaga sila usually napag-isipan yung mga large animals. Usually, pinababayaan na lang daw silang mamatay.
So, dahil sa pakikipag-ugnayang iyon, tuloy-tuloy yung aming suporta sa animal rescue sa Taal na spearheaded by the Philippine Animal Welfare Society.
So good thing PAWS stepped up and a lot of the volunteers stepped up.
I only knew that PAWS would help cats and dogs, right? But I didn't know that PAWS was also involved in, you know, huge breeds like of any animal kind.
Bagamat ang talagang pananaw namin ay aso't pusa sila, ay yung tulong nila doon sa horses in Taal was extended beyond time. Ano? Ibig sabihin, kahit 8 to 5 lang ang gobyerno, minsan nakita namin doon, Sabado, Linggo, lampas sa oras na doon sila. Kaya kahit kaming nasa pamahalaan, ay nakigaya na rin sa kanila, nakumbinsin na rin kami. At natutuwa kami sa work attitudes nila at work ethics nila. Talagang dire-diretso. Minsan hindi na nga kumakain, natutuwa naman kami at may mga ganun palang non-government organizations na tumutulong para dire-diretso kanilang advokasya.
This was one of the very first times that we had a smooth working relationship with the LGU.
Ang pamahalaan naman, lalo na po dito sa lokal na pamahalaan ng Lipa, ay lagi nang nasa likod ng mga ganyang advokasya.
This is really one of the classic examples why if we plan ahead and there's a disaster preparedness plan in place for both animals and human beings, it'll be very much doable, this thing about including animals in disasters.
Kami ay handang tumulong sa abot ng aming makakaya. Kahit walang makakaya, ay tutulong at tutulong pa rin.
Marami daw na after evacuating from the island, they were met by mga magkakatay ng horse. They were trying to buy their horses at 3,000 pesos each. Kasi yung mga farmers who owned them, they were getting more desperate with each passing day dahil wala na silang pinagkakitaan. Kasi syempre hindi na masasakyan muli yung ibang mga kabayo because they had such bad burns on their bodies. Usually, pag stray dog na rescue namin or rescued dog and cat, walang masyadong ownership issues. But since these were mga farm animals with economic value, hindi mo basta pwedeng kunin. Kasi kahit patapon na, may mabebenta pa rin nila yon for 3,000 pesos kahit nakakatayin na lang. So we spoke with the donor who agreed that we have to buy these horses in order to give them their happily ever afters eventually. So we gathered the farmers, the former horse owners in a round table discussion. We offered them 15,000 per horse, and many of the farmers, they agreed. I told them dapat mapundar nyo for the next business kasi nga wala na po, hindi na kayo pwedeng bumalik sa ganitong industry ulit. And the horses had such a tough life, as you know, in the volcano, yung mga tourist transport. At the same time, these people were also trying to make a living. So, sasabi namin, hanap na kayo ng ibang mapagkakakitaan nyo na hindi na sana nag-make use ng animals. Our vision for the rescued horses was that they would be off to their retirement na. Hindi na sila sasakyan para lang yung pagkakitaan sila. So kung manonotice nyo, lahat ng napili naming adopters, medyo they are well off. Medyo meron silang mga farm na parang for leisurely na lang. They all really were places where you can spend your retirement even as a human being. So you will see the common denominator of all the homes we chose for these horses were that they were going to be looked at as companion animals and not as work horses.
We always knew that there was so much room around here and the horses would be a good addition because we've always thought of this place as a sanctuary.
I'm not happy that it happened, but every time I see them, I get so to, especially the first time I let them go in the paddocks. It's parang my dream na rin.
We are very happy because they're in a much better shape than when they got to us. Of course, with the pandemic happening, it was like we didn't get to be with them like closely, right, to check on them. But we were receiving, notifications of how they were, and we are very pleased to tell you guys that they gave birth. We didn't know they were pregnant.
We didn't expect them to be pregnant, or some of them, and now we have more. So that's the crazy part. That's the funniest part. I mean, it's a blessing, of course.
It's good. That means they're healthy. So and they are happy as well.
They've gained weight, so,
So
like
much.
everyone else in quarantine. And we're just glad that we're able to help.
Early retirement, I guess. So no more working for them. No more long rides. Just a very relaxed, natural life.